ain't doing that intro. So, anyone who's watching this, how you doing? Hopefully your day's good. Now, to get to the to get to why I'm fucking doing this. So, I saw some people on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, whatever that I see them talking about, oh, that these are the best players, this and that, about, oh, these are the best, these are the cheap players um, that you could use to start off your FIFA squad, and also there's like some sweaty players that you could use to help improve on your squad. So I figured I'll give you my team. Like this entire team currently is basically both sweaty players and players that are cheap at the same time. So I'm going to be letting you guys know, in my own opinion, what plays you should go for if you're starting off your FIFA squad, or it just players that should be good and should be at least like a solid player throughout them for a good amount of like your starting career in FIFA 21. So we go start off with the goalkeeper. So obviously the goalkeeper I have is uh, is Nick Pope. Now, like I said before, this video is just going to be about players who are cheap that you could buy and they not much to get, or and players are sweaty. So I'm doing sweaty and cheap players. So obviously that you can see I bought him for like 1,300, so that's not bad of a price. And for him, he's 6'7", and he got good stats on everything: 81 handling, 84 reflexes, and 83 positioning. And me personally, if you put cat reflexes on him, he's very good. He is a very good goalkeeper. You can see that again. 1,300, 1,100, 1,600. So he goes for coins that you could definitely get him. He is a very solid goalkeeper that, in my opinion, I would assume that will be good. Now, next position. Now this is what I got because originally I did get Azpilicueta, but he was too expensive and he wasn't doing all that good. So hence why you see James Rodriguez, because I used Azpilicueta and a whole bunch of other people in a squad, and obviously that's how I got James. I exchanged him in the SBC, but as a default, I got Kieran Trippier. Hopefully that's his name. Yeah, Kieran Trippier. There you go. So I had him there as like default, but to be honest, he's still good. And also with his price, again, he's not that expensive. Only like 2,300, like 3,500, 2,500. So you have to like be aware of like his price because it'll go up and down. It'll go in the 2,000s all the way up to like 5,000. So me personally, like like I wouldn't really go for I wouldn't really go for him, but I just got him by default. Like me personally, if you're going for like a right back, I would probably suggest Bellerin from Arsenal because he's still a quick right back and he'll be decent for your team. I'm not really aware of his price, but I'll but you guys could look into that later. Then my center backs for my center backs, I got Harry Maguire, and again, I bought him for 1,600. So again, not that much to pay for, and that's a decent price too because he's 82 rated. That's a solid player, and then he got 82 defending and an 85 physical for 1,600. That's not um that's pretty much a deal basically. Like yeah, you go it's gonna be messed up that he only got 50 pace, but keep in mind center backs naturally aren't that fast. So I don't know. That's just me. Like with me, like when it comes to center backs, I always focus on defending and physical, and I don't really care about the pace. So that's just my opinion. Obviously, Like everyone has like what they think is right, what they think is wrong. So with me personally, Harry Maguire, I bought him for like 1,600. Not that expensive. Let me see. Oh, let me see like if it's the same. Yeah, 3,000, 1,200. So again, like Kieran Trippier, just be aware of his prices because there's like some price where he's like 1,200, 1,900. It go from 1,500 essentially all the way to 3,000. And then next center back, I got Ruben Diaz. I think he was a new transfer from, I think it was Lazio from Liga NOS, and now he's obviously with Manchester City. So with him, again, you can't complain. He got 83 defending, 84 physical. So that's a very good goal. That's a very good center back. My bad. And if you look at I bought him for 2,800. So again, it's somewhat steep. Like if you just starting off like your FIFA game and you're looking for like players, like obviously go for like players like lower rated. But then if you really just want to like stick out and like get him, then I would suggest you stick just play as many games as you can and stick it out and then hopefully get him because again like all the other ones you have to be aware of like what he is because obviously look at this 1,600, 1,800, 2,300. Like there's so many prices that could be within your range when you starting off FIFA. So I would suggest getting him because he's not that expensive with some of the cards that you saw, but then with other cards that he's like very easy to get. Like 1,200 for coins, that could be easy. Now my left back, I got hopefully I pronounced his name right, Kieran Tierney. Now, like I said before, with the center backs, I said I only focus on defense and physical. But I opened up a pack and I got him in it. But to be honest, when you start off your FIFA squad, this is realistically the best card you could get. This is realistically the best card you could get. He like 86 pace, so he's a vast left back, and then 72 uh, defense, 80 physical. Not that bad. And like you got 72 passing, 75 dribbling. So for a defender to have 70 stat in passing and dribbling, like it's not really, it's like it's like 50-50. It's a heard of, but they're not that common. Now going to the midfielders. Now when I first started FIFA, that I got I got him. I think he was another transfer. I think from Bayern Munich, Thiago. That as soon as from last year, I did a whole bunch of the SBCs, and then since I did those SBCs, they would say, oh, I would get like a loan pack, I'll get a premium gold pack, and the new FIFA 21. So then as soon as I went into FIFA 21, opened up all these new packs I got from last year, and he was in one of the packs I opened. Thankfully, thankfully I started off FIFA and I had this type of caliber player in my starting lineup from the get-go, so I'm very happy I have him. And like I said before, the James Rodriguez, I traded in Azpilicueta, that right back, and a whole bunch of other cards to get him. Now, realistically, like he is James Rodriguez is extinct, I believe. Yeah, he's extinct. And with Thiago, he is worth a lot of money. So obviously if you start off your FIFA squad, do not go for him. It's way too expensive for anyone. But this is where I'm thinking it will be fun. That another player I have, Dele Alli, that again his price range is not that much. It's like from like 2,000 all the way like 3,000 maybe. Yeah, so if you look at his prices like all the other players, you just have to be aware of what you could get because there's some prices that are very that you're very able to get him. Like if like 1,700, 2,200, so you're able to get him. Just play like a few matches of squad battles or division rivals or wherever you may play, and you're able to get him with ease. And he's a very solid player. Now, just because obviously you can't get him unless you do the SBC, I think it's already done and over with. And Tiago, he's very expensive. So realistically, I would trade these two in, and then I would have my squad more like this. Wait, can I? Yeah, I'll have my squad more like this because Tillemans, again, I bought him. He was cheap. I got him for 1,500. He's a pretty solid player. He goes for 880. He has 82 passing, 94 dribbling, 71 physical. Very solid player. And let me see. Oh yeah, you could get him for 1,000. Nah, like anyone who's seeing this, you need like if you start off your FIFA squad, have this guy in it. Obviously, you just have these starter players um for like just to get some money and then upgrade your team, obviously, and then the next center mid is El Celcio. El Celcio. Hopefully I didn't butcher the name. Now with him again, very cheap. Goes for 1,800, 2,000, 1,400. So just be aware of the prices with him that you could be able to get him for a decent price. But originally, this is how my squad is looking currently. But then again, do not like to be honest. Do not like obviously James Rodriguez SBC is over, and then Thiago's too expensive. So if you going for a starter team, go for Tillemans and El Celcio, like because both of them they cheap, they very reliable, they solid players. Now this is where it starts coming into the sweaty slash cheap players that I'm gonna first start off with Rafina. Hopefully I pronounced the name right. Got 91 pace, 82 dribbling, so he's a very decent card. And with him, he's pretty cheap because you get him for like 2,400. Whoa, 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 what happened? Okay, never mind. Yeah, so get him for like 2,000, 1,000. So just be hopefully like you could get him for a very decent price. With me, fortunately, I bought him for 1,100. So just think about it, a 91 pace, like right mid that is okay at dribbling, and I bought him for 1,100. He's going to be a very sweaty player, and he's going to be a very good player in my team. And obviously, he got 4-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot. Now, this is where I sort of messed up because originally I had Shaqiri from Liverpool. I had him in my right wing spot, but I only picked Rafinha because he had more physicality than Shaqiri, I believe. Wait, yeah, he has more physicality than Shaqiri, and he's faster. And I think that was it. I think that was the only reason why I picked him. Yeah, so he was way faster than Shaqiri, and he was way stronger. But the thing is that Shaqiri's shot, passing, dribbling, everything was better than Rafinha's. So again, if you could go for Rafinha if you want, that's your decision. But also, Shaqiri's not that bad of a player as well. I got him as a first owner, open up a pack, got him for free. But he has 4-star weak for 5-star skills. So me, if you start off a team, I would say go with Shaqiri because he's very good at skill moves. He has a very good weak foot. So if he shoots left or right, you're not even going to tell because he's that good. And also, I believe he's cheap as well. Damn! Buy now price 950. Yeah, so it's up to you. Like if you want to go for someone who's like fast and strong, go for Rafinha because he's not that he's cheap as well. But also, if you care about skills and you don't really care about speed and strength, then go for Shakiri. Realistically, I would say go for Shakiri because look at these prices, like 1,850. Go for Shakiri realistically. Like, I feel like he should be worth more, cause cause that with Shakiri that he has 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, and he's worth like 800, 900, 1,000 coins. Like, come on, that easy. That's an easy steal. So to be honest, go for either one. Now these two, my striker and left wing. Now, obviously, everybody knows the transfer to Leeds. This Rodrigo guy. Now, with him, 82 rated, he got 91 pace, 81 dribbling, and 71 physical. That, like, obviously he's gonna be way expensive, but he is probably the sweatiest player you could start off with. That if you open up a pack and you get him, immediately put him inside of your squad because you are not gonna regret it. Like, he got 91 pace, essentially 80 shot, 81 dribbling, and then 71 physical. Usually, if there's a player that has like 91 pace, like their physicality would be like 50, 60 something. It wouldn't be 70. 70 is like decent physicality on a striker. So, like, I would say go for him if you get like a pack. Go for him because he's fast. He's a very good striker, and you're not gonna regret it. So that's the sweaty part of it. But if you are tight on money and you want an okay striker, with me, I would suggest I think his name is Halar from West Ham. That he's that French striker from West Ham. So I bought him previously because I bought him first, and then I got Rodrigo, and then I swapped them out. I bought Halar first. He had like he had like 80 pace, I think, like 82 shooting, I believe. Hopefully, I'm right, but if I'm wrong, let me know. That he was a very decent striker. He had decent physicality, decent speed and shot. So if and I bought him for like 1,600. So again, very cheap price, and he's a decent striker. So if you tight on money, I would suggest go for like Halar, like go to the market and just look for someone like low price. But if you want to be like sweaty and then you get Rodrigo like in a pack, or you just like have like enough money, somehow you have enough money to get him, you're not gonna regret it. Like, he is like Rodrigo is going to be the best option you could get. Now for the last one, Bergwin. Again, he's a sweaty player. That he has 87 pace, 85 dribbling. So he's going to be a good wing player. He's fast and he's going to be able to leave the defender easy. And obviously his skill moves are 4-star. Now again with him, I packed him and I got him as a first owner. Let me see the not bad. Okay, not bad. So with Bergwin, I would put him in the category of he's cheap, but at the same time somewhat expensive. Like I don't know. To be honest, I would say, oh, stick like still like let's say I stick your neck out because there's some like this like 3,700, like 7,200. Okay, so yeah, he's kind of expensive. I will give you that he's kind of expensive, but also he's a sweaty player, and also there's some of the price ranges that you're able to get him from. So again, That up to you. Like with him, he's the perfect combination of like a sweaty player and cheap. So it's up to you. Like if you want to get him, just be aware of the prices. Don't be paying a lot for him. I would suggest like if you find him as a buy now price, like in a one time, probably like 3 to 4 thousand, get him. Obviously, if he's like 5, 6 thousand, maybe even more, I would suggest go for someone else. Don't really go for him. Maybe later down the road when you have like a solid team and you have money to spare, you got money like just give away, then go ahead get Bergwijn because he'll be a good sweaty player and he'll help you out throughout a lot of situations like he did for me. And yeah, so now like I said before, yeah, I got James Rodriguez and I got Thiago, and I would suggest like don't go for them because obviously SBC's already done over with, and Thiago's just too expensive as a player, but they are still good additions to the team because like you see in the stats that he has 85 passing, 90 dribbling, and then his skill moves are 5-star for a midfielder. So again, like Bergwijn, that later on down the road that you have a solid team and you make in a lot of money left and right, and you're able to get Thiago, you're not gonna regret it. But to anyone that has done to the next one, to anyone that's done this SBC of James Rodriguez, oh my God, I love I love how this is. He got 88 shot, passing, and dribbling. He is a very great midfielder, and on top of that, he got 4-star skill moves. So to anyone who has done this SBC, like hopefully I get me personally, hopefully I get to keep it as long as I could, but I have to see what happens later on down the road. So hopefully I'm about to end this video real quick, so hopefully to anyone who is watching this, you somewhat get an idea of what to do. Like if you're first starting off FIFA 20, I would suggest like go for the sweaty slash cheap players, because just because the player's price is not that much doesn't necessarily mean they're not that good of a player. Because I have the goalkeeper, the defenders, like midfielders, and some of the attackers I have that I bought them for like within the range of 1,000 all the way like 3 to 4,000. I bought all these players within that range, and they are a very like this is a very solid, very decent squad to have, and this squad will help you uh, get through like squad battles, hopefully division rivals. So if and the thing is that you don't have to spend that much. So just if you have the money and if you have like the money, I would say this entire squad maybe at the most probably like 40 to 50,000, possibly. I'm not possibly yeah possibly that all these like most of these players like again like 1,300, like 1,600, like nearly 3,000. All these players I have that they not that much. 1,100. And obviously the ones that are first owners, I went to the transfer market, they weren't all that bad. But keep in mind also these two players, these two midfielders are very good additions to a team, and they will make your team solid. So again, to anyone who's watching this, hopefully I gave you an idea of what to do once you first start FIFA. Hopefully I gave you like some tips. And if I didn't, oh well. So right now I'm gonna end the video. My next video I'm gonna do shortly after this that do I'm gonna do a regular match and see how this team deals with it, and hopefully I get the W in my next video. Later.